What's going on, everybody? What's going on? This is Dwayne with it from the AOP. We got Risa Dent in the house tonight. Risa, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Oh, so good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a while.
Are you okay?
I'm a little nervous.
Why? Why are you nervous?
I don't like cameras.
You don't? Hold on, let me get this right. So you're going to come over here. We're going to do a little quick talk. And you got all these cameras looking at you. You're going to say, I hate cameras.
I don't hate cameras. I just don't like cameras.
Well, you sound good on the camera, so.
Thank you.
So how's everything been going with you?
It's been going good.
How's the kids?
The kids are the kids.
How long have we known each other, though?
Wow. At least 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
Hey, I remember the first time I met you. Let me adjust this thing. Sorry, guys. I remember the first time I met you. I was on Tootsy's porch. You guys, you had the Gallant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that day. Like it was yesterday. Is that house still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. Your sister lived on there, right?
No.
Okay. Well, you're still single?
Still single.
How many kids do you have?
I have 5.
5 kids. So what is it like being single and with 5 kids?
It's a challenge.
Well, I mean, what do you mean? It's a challenge.
It's like, I feel like you're juggling all the time.
Okay.
So, it's just constant going.
Is it like you just got sick and tired of men? You don't want to deal with the men, or you just don't want to deal with the men that you've dealt with in the past?
Exactly. Don't want to deal with the men I dealt with in the past.
So,
And then once you have, well, for me, once I had kids,
right.
and now you're responsible for the kids, it's hard to date and meet people because you don't want random people around your kids and in your space. So then it's hard to meet people because you don't want to bring random people around.
Okay, and your oldest is how?
20.
20. So, wow. I remember she was, hey, I used to always say, hey, you raising that girl to get on our nerves.
Get on our nerves. I still remember that.
Yeah, she's nice. She just had a baby too, right?
Yes, in May.
Okay, is she going to get married? You don't know?
Eventually.
Come on, man. Come on.
Eventually. I'm not rushing her to get married.
Mm-hmm.
I think she should take her time, even though they have a baby. Doesn't necessarily mean that y'all are meant to be to get married. And I would hate to push her in that position to like go out and get married and build this family, and then it just doesn't work because someone's forcing them to do it.
Right. That makes sense. I can agree with that. So do you still get along with your ex, or you just kick him to the curb?
We get along. We get along for the sake of the children.
Right.
It's a friendship now. So,
Okay.
yeah.
What was the guy name that you were dating when I first met you? He used to work at the place that did the food. He would sell the food and stuff, and I think he moved to New Jersey or something like that.
Oh, yeah, Deshaun.
Why you look at me like that? You don't think I remember him?
Yeah, you got a good memory. We still talk, and we're friendly, but it's mostly just conversation.
Okay, so you never had any you always hear like nightmares about baby mama drama, or the ex-boyfriend drama, that kind of thing. You never had any of that, like you were dating somebody else and the ex show up and you're like, what's going on, that kind of thing? No,
I haven't had any major drama.
You've been blessed.
I've been very blessed. Very blessed.
Wow, that's good. That's
yeah.
Good. So how do you manage the time? I know you got 5 kids, and you always been motivated every time I see you. I've never seen you like down. You be like, man, I got finance problems. I got this. You always been like, I'm just gonna get it done. So, I mean, how do you stay motivated? How do you take care of yourself?
I don't know. I know I have to for my kids. That's my motivation.
Okay.
I want to do better for them.
I remember I was on Facebook the other day, and I was like, you had posted some pictures or something. I'm like, she's out with all her kids. It's like you guys are at the party or something.
We are at the party.
Exactly.
Oh, y'all funny.
But I mean, it was cool because, you know, a lot of times you'd be like, well, I'm not going to take my kids with me. So, you know, I'm just going to go out and take care of me, you know, get my nails done, get my hair done. But you were out at the bowling alley or something and you had all your kids with you and everybody was laughing and cutting up, acting silly, just like the mother. So that was good stuff. Do you ever do like just stuff for you or is it always involve the kids?
I do stuff for me too. Like once a month, my little guilty pleasure is go get my feet done.
Okay.
So I go get me a pedicure and sit there and read my book and get a massage and get my feet done. Just something for me, but yeah, I have to learn to take the time out for me because if I don't ever do nothing for me, I can't continue to give to them. So.
Okay, so at least once a month you go out and get your feet done.
At least once a month.
Well, you gotta let me know where, you know, my dogs don't look too good, so let me know a good place where I can go get my feet done because sometimes things just don't work out right. So have you ever dealt with any like say sleep deprivation or any issues sleeping? Because I know like when you have young kids, then there's always a child crying. And then your daughter just had a baby too. So now you got, 2-3 young kids? Mm-hmm. So do y'all, sometimes like, what is it back in the day? The Calgon commercial?
Oh, yeah.
So you ever feel like that?
Well, you know, if I get 6 hours of sleep, I'm amazed. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know, since I'm a truck driver, so if I get, say, 4 hours, I'm pretty good. You know, but it depends on if I can lay down and get the 4 hours of sleep or if I lay down and then I'm like tossing and turning all night.
Yes.
So that's good. That's good. Mm-hmm. So no fights in the house, like kids not getting along with each other, that kind of thing.
It's a minimal, but it's there.
Right.
Yeah.
And your son wants to go to the Marine Corps.
Yes.
You know, you know what I'm thinking, right? Mm-hmm. So, hey, but the job that he wants to do, they do have that in the Army, and I was surprised that they had that. But the good thing about that particular job is, if you can get into it, and I don't even know the MOS, but they teach you plumbing, electrical, construction. They teach you all the trades of putting up a house because the whole purpose of that job is, when we go to war or we go somewhere, they come in and build a command post for the commanders. So it's good that he's thinking like, when I go in the military, I'm gonna get a job that when I come out, I have a job. Mm-hmm. So if he get on something like that, then yes, it's good. That's why I told my son to go into IT, but he's still not in IT. Mm-hmm. He went to school for it, got all the certifications, and now he doesn't do it anymore.
Okay.
So, but if he does that, if he want to be in construction, and of course, construction is always a good thing. You know, you can always find a job. As a matter of fact, he can go to school and come back, and I need my shed done right now. I want to build me a 2-car garage, and all I need is the help. You know, there was a guy over here last weekend, and he was doing my electrical panel, but it was just a guy was like 22, 23 years old. And I know he had good money, so that's a good thing. Yeah. So that's a blessing that he's motivated and he wants to go. And he goes to MAPS when? Monday. So, okay. Yeah, when he go down and get his score, then he can pimp them. He can pimp all the services then. You know, if he get a high score, he can make his calls. He can do whatever he want to do.
Okay.
Just like the recruiter told him. So he don't have to go to the Marine Corps, take his scores and go to the Navy. You know, but I don't want to do that. I want the Navy give me a better option. And they give you bonuses too. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice bonuses. If he score high enough, yeah, they give him a nice bonus. And depending on what job, if he's into IT, you know, he picked IT and they need IT professionals or Intel guys, and he picked Intel, then he'll get a bonus.
Okay.
So yeah, it's good.
He's more hands-on, so he wants to do the hands-on, the physical part, but I would feel safer with him doing Intel or something behind the scenes.
Okay. I can deal with that. If he does like that kind of work, he's not going to be in harm's way because he's going to be building command posts for commanders. And trust me, commanders ain't going out. Okay. They might say I'm going to go visit the troops. They're going to go for like an hour, then they're coming back. They're not going to. they're not going to stay on the field, especially if he's higher up and he's giving information to higher up commanders. You ain't going to see no general out there.
Okay. That's a little better.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. That's good.
And they don't really tell you the pay. And I told him, like, you don't want to chase the money, but money is important. Because I told him, I said, right now, he's not picky, so he's not flashy. He doesn't like to, so he's really good at saving. But I was like, eventually, you're going to be a husband, a father. You're going to have children. So you need to start thinking about security because it's expensive.
It is.
So
it is. And I was thinking about that the other day when I was coming in, and I was like, okay, how we've all went our separate ways, but we kind of evolved. I mean, do you ever think about like the day we were sitting on the porch? And I told Miss Liz this. I said, Reese's coming out there to talk to me, and she was like, really? I go, yeah. I said, she's gonna sit down and talk to me. And we're gonna kick it just like in the old days. So you remember back in the day, we used to get every Friday, we would get together and drink beer. So how small our houses were in our area. I was living in an apartment, I think, at that time. I don't know. So now we got our own home, and you got your big family. You're happy. So, what advice would you have for single moms to get to the level that you are at now? I mean, because, like I say, I never see you down. And I know my mom was single too when she was dealing with us, but we kind of dealt with like our grandma. We went to our aunt's house, and my mom was out doing her thing, that kind of thing. So she was there, but she wasn't there all the time, but she wasn't very far away either. So, even her today, I took my son down to Lake City, and I showed him the house that we lived in when we were younger. So we've came a long ways, so some of these, like my son is getting ready to have a baby. His wife is due on the 8th of October.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that'll be my third one, because my daughter has a son, and then she's gonna have a girl, so that'd be my first granddaughter.
Oh wow!
So I'm feeling some kind of way, I took the trees down. I got some land up the street there. I'm gonna get me some 4-wheelers, and me and my grandkids gonna have fun. So, but what kind of advice would you give, these young females that's all having babies? Because it's gonna get hard. It's gonna be like, okay, all y'all eating today is ramen noodles. Yeah. Because that's all I have.
Yeah. I would just say, you just have to keep pushing, and just be determined. Because some people are going to encourage you, and others are just going to try to make you feel bad because of your situation. But just get your goals, write them down. Just read all of them every day and just keep pushing.
Now you have a degree in accounting.
Yes.
And you are a CNA.
Yes.
So what do you do now?
I do medical billing.
You do medical billing.
Yes.
So I know a lot of people's like, well, I want to do this or I want to do that, but they don't have a skill set. But you always had a skill set. So are you in accounting now?
No. No.
Why?
I chose accounting when I went to school only because I like math. But I realized accounting is not a lot of math. It's numbers, but it's not math. So that kind of turned me away from accounting.
Okay, because I got a classmate in the DC area, and she's an accountant. So it was funny because she was like, yeah, I'm an accountant for the government. I said, so do you you crunch numbers? Because I have an accountant and she crunches numbers, so when I called her, she's like, no. She said, I went to school to be an accountant, but everything's programmed. We just punch the numbers in.
Yeah.
So do you think that will, because I know I used to laugh at you all the time and say you just collect degrees. I mean, did that like prepare you to be a better single mom?
I'm not sure if that does or not. I can never really decide on one thing that I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And so if I just get bored with something, I'll just study something else and try something else. So
how you liking medical building now?
Well, I've been on this particular job for a little over 10 years now, and I'm just comfortable. I don't really like it, but it pays the bills, and I'm comfortable. I'm good at what I do, so.
That's good.
But I'm looking for another outlet.
Are you working from home?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I guess you can't beat that, You know, my son's wife worked with us at the same company you work at. But I always tell her that I had a friend there. I said, I got a friend that worked there. She was like, who's your friend? I said, don't worry about it. We're keeping an eye on you. So when she see this video now you know who my friend is.
She probably still won't know me.
Really?
Yeah.
Is the building, I know it's big, but is it huge?
It's not really huge. It's a nice size, but my department, they try to keep us away from everyone else. So we're kind of tucked away in the corner. So not a lot of people see us. Yeah.
You guys are special.
We behind the scenes.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. There you have it. So now you're a grandmother.
I am.
So you're going to do the same. You're going to teach your daughter to do the same thing you did as a single mom? Or you're going to encourage her? Well, you say you're not going to encourage her to get married. So you just want her to stay home with you?
I do, but I don't. I want her to stay home only because I like having a grandbaby there. I can see her every day. I can just walk across the hall. She starts whining. I just close my door. But I want to see my daughter blossom. I want to see her do more. In order to do that, I got to push her out of the nest. So let's see what she can do.
I think she has a lot of talent. You know, she got a YouTube channel too, right?
Yeah.
But she don't do much on it anymore.
She doesn't do
because she's a mom now. So, but she knows how to edit, like really, really good.
I'm trying to get her to go into photography. She's really good with pictures. She take nice pictures.
Yeah, she need to come on and holler at her brother.
I'm trying to encourage her, but it's just mom talking. So,
She has a skill set. I mean, she has that eye, and I've seen some of her videos. You know, they're not that, as far as elaborate, but the editing piece is like really, really good. She can edit really good, and she can tell a story.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's something as silly. I saw her one time. She was like sticking her leg out the door or something. It was a silly little video, but I'm like, that's tight. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. Well, all right. Thank you for stopping by and giving us advice. I know there's a lot of single moms out there that really don't know. They feel like the world's coming down on them. So I say, let me get Risa in here, talk to Risa. And I mean, what other advice would you have for them besides just stay motivated? Because the world is crazy now.
Yeah.
It's a dog-eat-dog world. And I don't like the analogy, but it's like sometimes I see these young kids, and they're like one flat tire away from the soup line, So I can only imagine being a single mom and being one flat tire, because we done had our share of cars. We done been through some cars.
Yes.
Yes. So what would be your final take to these kids? What would you tell them? Or any single mom. It don't have to be a young kid. Because, I mean, I think, like my cousin, I don't know if you know my cousin Adrian, he, I was talking to him last week, and I'm like, dude, you're a success story, because he really went through to get to where he is now. I mean, you need to tell your story. You need to let people know that it's not the end of the world. And I think he has 3 or 4 kids, but this guy, he went from living nowhere, staying with my sister, my mom. He brought his family up. He was living in a hotel for a little while. He still, plowed on. And then he went to, he got him a job. He went and he moved into an apartment. He went from an apartment. Now he owns his own home. Now his wife have a car. He has a car, the kids. I mean, it's a wonderful story.
Yeah.
A lot of people would have given up or been a product of the system. And he didn't. And, I'm trying to get him to listen, especially as a brother, we need to let these young brothers know, listen, it's not the end of the world. The downtown and, in the penitentiary or whatever is not where you need to be. You need to take care of your kids or whatever.
Yeah.
So what advice would you have?
I don't know. People always ask that, but it's not really, one thing. It's just you know, just do what you have to do to protect your children, to better their lives. And so if you just keep that in mind, just the end goal is just to make sure your children are okay. And if you do that, you'll be fine. Just got to be motivated. Let your children be your motivation, just to show them something different.
Yeah, and they got to work too. A lot of them don't want to work.
Yeah.
What's up with this new generation don't want to work?
I don't know.
I'm like, man, you know, why would you do that? But hey, teachers on. But guys, there you have it from Miss Risa Dent. If you have any questions, guys, just leave them down in the comment section. If you want to contact Miss Risa Dent, she would check you out. She would look at the comments and everything and get you guys situated. So, Risa, you got anything else?
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Have a good day now.